Recording. Okay, it's recording now, guys. So let's talk now. So in front end, see, in our back end we have done, right, we have done the connection file MongoDB, basically to make a connection, right, DB connection, simple connection here, and you import that in your model right here. Basically, here is just a model, right? You have, once you install the Mongoose, that is just a model. Export that, right? Exporting that, and then connection you're gonna import in your API. Okay, so you have all the API. Always when you create API, create the API top folder, and inside you add, right? So we have only one, let's say topic, like topics, right? Only one project. Just the, like adding something like title and description. One, we can call it one functionality, right? You have title and description which you're gonna add to the database, and from there, so we have added like almost like 5 route, right? Total 5 route, correct? So let's say there is a delete route, post route, and the get route, right? So this will get us all the data from the database. This will get this will post, it will just add the topic to the database, and this route will delete, right? So if you have to look at the route, let's say get route, how you gonna make it, right? Maybe we can write here. Let's try, right? So it will be HTTP, right? Localhost. Yeah, so localhost, right? So HTTP localhost, correct? Colon, and our port is 3000, right? 3000, and slash. So API, now we are calling API, right? This is the API, we are creating the API route. So we must go to the localhost 3000, and then you go to the API folder, right? API, and all your APIs are coming from here, and inside which project or topic you are working. So we have topic itself, right? So let's call this topics, correct? Topics. So if you call this route, right, let's see if this will work. Okay, we're gonna test this basically. So when you go to the topics and call this, right, so inside the topic there is a route folder. Look at the route folder. So when you just call this one in the browser, what happened, right? It is also, we have, our server is not running. Okay, so we make sure our server should be online, right? So npm run development. So see how the API work. We'll just quickly go through, and then we're going to work on the front end so we can finish it on time, right, today. So I just want to quickly do the recap. And okay, so our server is online. What we can do now, I just put that route here. So HTTP, okay, so there is a missed HTTP colon slash slash, right? Yeah, and topics. Okay, that should be fine. So let's click on, and if our server is running, and if, right, we have the model, we have the database connection, everything, this route is going to do what? If you look at here, right, what it is doing, see this get route, that will be the get route automatically. When you put something in the browser and try to get, right, that is a get route. Okay, so it will go here, make a connection to the database using this function. You just call the connection file, right? Then it will call the model here, right, and that is asynchronous await. So we add await here. Okay, all these are when you have to do something with the server, or when things taking time, right? Make sure it is await in front. Okay, because these are async function. We just wait. We're gonna only move forward when this connect MongoDB returns true, right? When that is success, then you go to the next topic, like that. Await topic find and console log. You can check what we're getting back, right? From the topic model, you find everything. Okay, so it will go to the database, it will just connect to our collection topic, and it will find all the collections, all the document, okay, and return here. and that is what we are returning back to the this function will just return, right, that response. Okay, so let's click and see what we get. Enter. So see it, this line of link, this route, right, route or route, you know, returns the array. Now see that array. So in our, let's say you want to now write a front end, right, which will be basically, let's say, you know, displaying, right, displaying the all this one. So you're gonna have this array, correct, and you will get this array, right, and loop through that. You get each item in the loop, basically map, right, and then you have title, this title, description, all these things, you know, you can just display to the page. So we will let's, okay, so let's work on, right, let's see what we have in our localhost 3000. Okay, let's figure out first. So yeah, so we have just home page right now, nothing, right. So we're gonna create some simple nav bar, put in the center, maybe center of the page somewhere, right, or maybe add some container so that it has space on left and right and all that. Okay, so we're gonna have logo, and the in the nav bar we're gonna have the add button, right, add topic, something like that on the right side. So when you click that add topic, it will give you the form, HTML form, which will be where you can type the title and description and submit. That is add topic. But when page load, right, I want to display the display my topics, right, I want to display that. So okay, so let's think about that first, right, let's think about that. So that was the first route. Okay, and as we need all the routes, right, we talk about that one. Okay, that was the first one. As we need, we're gonna talk about the, you know, so that will be, you know, at least some revision, right, you guys can have. Okay, so now let's go to the we have component, fine, we have component folder. I mean, about we don't need, right, I will delete it. Okay, let's not make so that I think I was showing some something, right, how to how you create the navigation page, right. So what we're gonna need is I want to display, right, so display will be what will be there, right, let's say, I mean, we're just displaying something, right. So we have the layout, fine, we have the layout here. We're gonna need to add our nav bar, so it will be always there on the top. Okay, so we have to decide, right, we have to think, you know, because maybe what we can do when you guys working, right, make a note, right, let's make a step by step. Okay, I will make a nav bar first, then I'm gonna make maybe the component to display the data, right. So second will be component to display data, and then the third maybe I'm going to work on the delete, and after I will work on the update, right, part. Okay, simple. So I need to work on the nav bar first, fine. So let me go to the nav bar. So I have nav bar here. So now my focus will be completely nav bar, right. I'm just focusing on nav bar. So in nav bar, what I said, right, I just need okay, so I will, what I will do, right, I will maybe, okay, let's change this to header. Okay, header and header, right, and I will just add this in the center, right, don't no need to make like something in the center. Let's make it class name container and mx auto. Okay, so that will center out horizontally, right, and let me give the background color, background bg, maybe I can give it this let 500, that's okay, yeah, and padding, right, so let's make padding y-axis like top and bottom 4, and x-axis maybe I will give it 2, right. So now that is the header. Okay, so I need h1, right, h1, so I will call it dev maybe topic, right? Let's call it dev blog something topics, something like that. Okay, that's one. So the thing, if you don't want to add too much css here, right, because I need to flex this out left and right. So what I can do, I can just add one div here, or maybe some kind of nav, whatever, right, I can add here. I mean, I'm not creating any nav bar, but let's add a div. And then I'm gonna have the button, right? Let's add a button and call it add topic. Okay, topic, yeah, something like that is fine. So here class name, and I want to flex it, so flex and then justify between, so that it will be just go away from each other, right? And item center, done. So that is all, right? Okay, so in the button, when I click this button, remember, okay, first let's display this, right? So this nav bar should go in the route here, layout. Okay, so let's import that, import nav bar, and in the nav bar in here, right, in here I'm gonna do the nav bar on the top of the page, right? Fine, we don't have footer, so it's okay, right? I mean, let's not worry about footer. So let's check our page and see how it looks. See, it looks something like this. I don't see even background color and nothing else, right? When you see the dev topics and add topic, right? Add topics. Okay, so you see that one, so something is not correct. So let's see, bg select 500, if I make it 800, and let's make text white, right? White. So this is the header. Okay, this is the header, and it has these two items right there. So let's give it width, right? Width of full, that will be 100% width. Yeah, I don't know why it did not work. So it's just here, right? Okay, item flex justify between and item center, right? So let's see, what we can do, right? Even this did not work, guys. Topic, and this did not work. Wow, that's nice. So now what? Let me save this. So we have this here. God, I'm just surprised, right? Container. So there is something somewhere error, right? What can be that? So export default nav bar, that is fine. I mean, we're displaying this also in the page. Okay, class name container py4 px width full. Why is that? Height, let me make it 8 right for now. It's just not working, right? Something is just not working. So let me console npm run development. Sometimes you just have to cancel the server and start, right, and see if that will fix the issue. Okay, so now it did not. Okay, all right, so let's look at the layout, right? We import the nav bar. Is that nav bar right, from component nav? Yeah, because it's here and it is displaying already. Okay, so I don't see anything wrong, and even here it is not giving anything, right? So let's go back and try to fix here then. I don't know why it's behaving like that. Let me change this, right? I will just change this to JSX also, and also the page here, right, to JSX, because you know this just it should be simply work, you know. Yeah, we get something, right, some behavior change, but not what we are looking for. So what I will do now, man, so there is an app on the top side, nav here, header, right? Okay, let me, God, what I can do now. Okay, let me take this out, right? Save. I will even take this out. Text white, BG slate 800, that is okay, right? Padding and all that is okay. Okay, it's just not working. Did I install this CS? Did I install? Okay, Tailwind is here, right? Okay, Tailwind is here, you know. What's the issue? Okay, so now, one second, guys. I don't know why it's behaving like that. Just give me a second. App, let's go to the layout, right? And no, in the page, just add simple, right? Class name, right? And I can say, okay, BG orange, okay, orange 500, and add some padding, right? Padding of 4, and see what I can. Okay, so that is working. Okay, that is working, right? That is working. So you know, it should, this nav bar also should work. And I'll just clean this up. Our button, flex, justify between and item center, right? BG, so let's make it 700, and text white, and give some padding, right, of 4. It's just not working, guys. I'm surprised. Okay, I don't know why it's not working.
Do you think it would show if you inspected the page? Do you think it would show if you inspected the page, like after you reload it?
So in here, right, you know what we get in the body, it should work. I don't know, I mean, it's just, see that in the body, right, you have the header section with the div, right? That div with the topic and all that. So the class is flex justify between item center, BG slate, all that, right? Just this CSS is not working, right? So okay, now I see why. I know, I think I know that. Okay, so what happened, right? This components folder might be not in the list here in the tailwind here. So dot slash component, so dot slash pages, so dot slash pages, right? So pages is also, so dot slash app, oh, it's here, you know, components, right? Okay, what I will do, I'll just move this in the app page. Okay,
sorry, Dave, the spelling is different.
really?
Yeah, I'm just passing through, but I saw it's components and components.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
don't move things
it
around.
must be matching here, right? This name, so that it will
Yes,
picked up all this, Okay, thank you.
you're much welcome.
Yes, so that's the reason. Okay, guys. So just remember, if sometimes does not work, just check the tailwind config right there. Components. God. And now even if I leave it outside, that will be even here will be okay, no problem, right? You can leave it there, that is still okay. Okay, that's no problem. See, it worked now, right? Okay, guys. See, sometimes it just happen, and even if I put it outside, it still will work, like in the main directory, right? Because see, all /app, so anything inside the app with this file name should work, right? Anything / means the / is the root, right? Root. So anything in the root with this name, and inside that name with extension JS, TS, and all that, right? TypeScript, JSX, and anything like that should work. MDX file, pages also same thing. So we don't have page here, but it's just giving the default way, right? But anyway, so it worked, and we should be happy now, right? So let's continue. Okay, so God, so here just want to put in, if you want to put in the center, right, a little bit, so we can just make it container and center it with MX auto, and something like that is okay, right? If you want to increase the font size, guys how to do, right? Class name, maybe font will be semi bold, you can do that, and increase the text, make it 2XL or 3XL. Yeah, all right, same thing the button, right? So button you have to do it BG, maybe purple, let's say 500, text white. So in the button, how we design, right? Normally in the button you're gonna do some padding, right? So PX, let's make it 4, and PY make it 2, and rounded, right? If you want to give some rounded curve in the button, you can do that. Okay, so that's it. That will be button, right? So in this button, now the point here, right? Okay, so this is the button, right? But what I want is click. I want to click and go somewhere. Okay, so in that case, better I think we're going to use the link, right, from the nextjs. Okay, so let's remove this link just to make things easy, right? And here link, when you have link you can add the href, right? Href, and in the href where do we want to go, right? So let's say we don't have the oh, so this is the add topic, not the delete, right? This is the add topic, that is fine. So we want to go to one of the folder, maybe we're gonna create a route. Okay, let's do the one route, right? Let's go here and create a route. So we can call it add topics, or maybe topic, whatever, right? So simple, in the app folder, right? If you have a folder like this and you add the page.jsx, so you guys know now, right? Very easy. Now this become the route. Simple. So that route will be simply localhost 3000/add topics, and if you click on this, right, this route will be open, and here you can say react arrow function export, and you call it add. I mean, I don't know why I put s, right? It's just simple one topic we adding all the time, correct? So let's change this one. Yeah, so that is topic only, and same thing we're gonna change here, topic. Good. So if you click, when you click now, right, when you click, it will automatically open this page. Okay, this add topic page should be open. So let's try now. So here if you click on this add topic and see, the add topic route is here, and the content inside is already here. Okay, so what we can do is, you can add the form and all the other functionality, right, to add the data to your database. Okay, but the first step, we working to display now, right? Display something below here. Okay, so when page load, you want to display, so let's work on that part. So we finish our navigation part, right? So next was so next topic was display. Okay, I'm just making note here, right? Display the topics. Okay, so I will work on the display topics now. So let's go back. So display topic, right? I mean, this one basically to display something, we don't need to have a route. Even in the one component, right? You can just create one component and then use that one, right? So here, what we can do is we can just add maybe what we can call it, right? Let's call it dis display. So this will be this is a component, right? So let's make it capital. Okay, I mean, name you can give it small, is okay, but the function should be capital. Topic, like display topics dot jsx. Good. Or maybe render topics, right? So react arrow function and what happened? Okay, so now when the page load, I want to call this, this component. So where I can call now? In my page. This is the main page, right, where everything is displayed. That's the home page. So let's go back here and call that component. So here we can import display topics, and just render this. Done. So now with just adding this component, we can see, right, in the page here. See, so now let's say why there is add topics. Okay, so we are in the wrong, I'm in the wrong route here, right? So let's add the link to this topic page. If you want to go to the home page, right, maybe we just click on these topics and go back to the home page. Okay, or maybe you can add one link here, right, going to the home page. So to do that, in our nav, let's go to the nav, and this has one, right? So you can add it here, the link, maybe, so let's add the link. So link, so when you click that topics text, it will bring you back to the home page. Okay, and the href basically home page, right? Done. So let's go back and check. So still we are in the add topic page, right? But once I click, I'm in the home page now. See, and there is the some some background, right? So let's clean that up. So in the home page, that is the page here, right? And we can take that out. We don't need, I mean, we need the css. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we make our home page go in the center. Okay, so for that we just call the container class name and mx, basically auto, right? Auto. Now we can add some padding top and bottom. So let's do padding y, right? Maybe 8 or something like that is fine. So look at that here. So you're gonna, so in local host 3000 it will display automatically. Good enough. Okay, so let's get to the nextjs now, right? Nextjs, and data fetching, right? Fetching data. You click on this, basically the same function, right? Get data. So most likely we're gonna take this one, right? Okay, so we are working on the component. I will close this, too much open, right? So let's close all this. Display topic, we're just working on display topic, no need route, layouts, page. Okay, here, display topic. So how we work, right? So if you look at this one, get data, there is a function called get data, and then you have the component, right? So this function, that's what we're going to use to fetch the data from our API. So here what we can do is we just add this, right? Simple enough, and delete all this, we don't need. So look at it, get data, right? And we just need to put the API. So remember our API, the one we just use in our the HTTP, right? Localhost colon 3000 slash, right? And that is the API colon and topics, right? That will be topics. That's it. So this simple route will give us the get functionality and get us all the topics from the database. Okay, so that is the response. So if there is no response, then throw error, right? Else return response.json and return response.json, right? Yeah, we can return response.json. Okay, and what we can do is we can just pass this, right? This response, whatever we get here. Okay, we just pass that one. So we know this is giving us the array, right? Array. So that's really fine. Or unless you want to send it as an object, but it's okay, right? We just leave it like this, fine. So we will check now, right? Let's do this. After that, return rest.json. Okay, so no, we don't have to, right? We're just returning, sorry, we don't need to do this because this is not the API, we're just returning this one, this response already, right? Converting the data, back to the normal object, right? So whatever is here, we are returning that. So when you call this function, it should give us the data, right? So let, or maybe const, let's call it topic, right? topics equal to get data, correct? So this will be asynchronous now because async, right? And you have to make it await. So let's console log, right? So here is const, good. So let's console log this, see and what we are getting. If if we have some confusion, right, we can always console log and check what we get. So up to here I think we all are okay, right? So let's check, and this is the server component, right now. So we must save this, and you should see something here, right? So API topics, and look at here. So what we get, see, we get this array of data, right? So there are how many data? I think didn't we add something? There are many, 1 2. Okay, it just returned twice, I don't know why. So it just run twice, right? But anyway, we get that data. So now our job is to display, right? So how are we going to do that? So here, so you just put the curly bracket and let's map through, right? Map through that data. So let's see, display topics. So we got these topics, okay? Topics dot map, and we can call it T maybe, or topic, whatever, right? Single topic like that. And so when you display the data, right, what we have the, okay, so let's go back here. So we have to return now, right? Whatever we displaying, we have to return. So I'm gonna put in the div, okay? Div, right? why I'm making div, you will know just now. Div, okay. So here first I have to give a class name and give a, no, not class name, I need to add a key, right? Key for that. So key equal to the topic dot underscore id. Okay, I just add the id as a key, so that error will be gone, right? So this is the main div, right? Inside I'm going to display few things. Okay, I'm going to display few things, right? So okay, what I'm going to do now, right? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to just display like this, just display this. So let's call it heading 1, right? Maybe. And for now, title. Okay, t dot title, right? So we have the title there. T dot, so topic dot title, the first topic, and then you can have paragraph, right? P tag, you can add it again. T dot, what is that? Description, I believe. Description, yeah. So that's the one, right? So this is the what we get, one object. But I want something else, right? Every time when we display this, okay, fine, let's look at this first, right? And then we're going to talk next step what we're going to do. So see, we have this title and the first title, second title, right? So why not we can design it little bit nicer, right? So let's do this. So that's the box, right, which is returning everything. So we can go ahead and say class name bz gray, maybe slate, let's make it slate of 400, and rounded maybe md, and let's give some padding, right? So p padding, right? So that will be p, let's make a padding of 4. Okay, I think this will be the big box, right? Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, what we want is this class to go in the each item, so that is here, right? Okay, so I think I need to take this out. P4 and the quotation mark. Okay, so now check, right? So you see two box there. Okay, two box. So we can, what we can do, right? We can, two boxes there. So we might let's see, each time. So we might put the, we might, right, add a div inside. Okay, let's do one thing, right? Here I will put one div more, and put another div here, right? Why? And I'm trying to just make it left and right on the box, and now apply flex. Let's see if this works, right? Flex, and also give a gap of maybe 5, right? And justify between. So here will be button, right? Maybe button for edit and delete. Okay, and yeah, so fine, let's do that. So you have edit and delete button here, right? But we did not get the space below, so for that I think what we can do is just add the margin bottom, right? Margin bottom of maybe 4 or something, even 2 will be okay, right? Okay, so we got something like that, right? That's too big, so what we can do is just container here, make it small, right? Class name, and container will be how much? Let's make it max width, right? Width of, let's say, 5xl, and mx center it. So something like that. We can make text white if we want, right? We can do that. So text white, make the select maybe 800. Okay, I think better for the eye now, right? So that's the topic, and you have edit and delete button, right? Edit and delete button. So now, edit and delete button, how are we gonna get, right? I mean, we can create the icon different way you can do, right? We can get the icon from the, what you call that, the from the next React icons, right? We can get the icons and add that, or we can just simply use the button for now, right? Or we can just use the link also, that will be fine. So that is the let's say displaying now, right? That is fine. So remember the display things right here. What happened, right? This function always try to get, first it will look the information in the cache memory, okay? If there is some data in the cache, then that is what it will display, right? So even sometimes when you delete and still the memory is in cache, you deleted from the server but still the memory in the cache is there, then it will display that item. So to avoid that, right, what we can do is we add the object here and cache, right, colon, and make it no cache, okay? Yeah, just make it no store or no cache. So just make it no cache, right? So every time when you get the data, it will be coming from the server. Okay, so that is done, right? So let's add the button now, right? So next part is here, button. So I just maybe add this simple button, or we can use a link, right? Let's see. So I need to link. I'm gonna need a link, right? Why? There is a reason for that. Import link, okay? So in here, link, I mean for edit, I believe, yeah, I need to go to the edit page, right? Yes, I need to do that. So let's see the link. Let's try, right? href, and let's call it edit, right? Edit, okay? We can even give a class name here, class name, and make it some kind of simple button, right? So bg orange, maybe like 400, padding, maybe little bit of padding like 2, and give rounded, maybe, let's make it rounded full, right? See what happened. Okay, so that is just to make something like an icon. So here, see, when you click this edit button, right, we should go to the somewhere here, localhost / right, and must be ID here. So localhost 3000 / ID. So $, and I'm gonna call this t dot underscore ID. Just pass that ID because I have all this object, here getting from this t. Okay, so right now this localhost, see what happened, it will open the localhost 3000 / that ID, okay? And I don't have the folder, right? I don't have the folder to update that one, okay? I don't have. So what I can do now, means basically I don't have this route to update. Okay, let me remove the console log here, right? No need to print all the time. Okay, so I don't have that. So let's create it one route also, right? Maybe we're gonna need in the future. So app, and here I can call it basically edit, right? Edit topic. Okay, and inside you're gonna have the, so see, if you have page here, right? So this route is what? Localhost 3000 / edit only, right? Edit topic. Okay, that is the route. But in our case, right, so we have a topic, fine, we have a topic to API edit topic, right? So we, to get the dynamic route like 3000/ID, that is a number, we must make a dynamic topic also here, right? So let's make it ID itself, you know, right? And then here we're gonna have the page inside that ID, and in this one we're gonna handle all the edit part. Okay, so let's call it edit. I will just add edit, right? Edit, maybe topic. Okay, simple. So let's check, right, if this is working. You know, we can do that. Here is also, I removed the console log. Why? So I don't know where is that, right? Here I remove it, but still I think, I don't know, it's maybe coming from the cache or somewhere, but yeah. So we check this edit route. Okay, let's go back. So see, oh, it's not good, but anyway, so when I click this edit, right, you're gonna see this route. So let's go here and it should work, right? So see, localhost 3000/ this number, correct? That's the ID, right? So okay, so in the, I did mistake, right, in the route here. What I have done, so I should be adding first go to the edit here, edit topic, right? So the route is edit, edit, you have to give right route, you know, topic, edit topic, yeah, and slash, and then the dynamic route, what is inside the ID, right? Okay, and then in this page we're going to write all that functionality for editing. So let's check again, right? So let's check, so refresh again, and I think it should work now, right? It did not. So let's go back and click this second one now, and we got the edit page. See that edit topic, right? It's working. We have the page now. We just need to add the functionality for all that edit one. So that is done. So we also need to display the delete button, right? So let's fix that one also. Delete. So in delete, how we handle, right? How we handle the delete. So in the delete, what gonna happen, right? I think we just call the function, or maybe one component which will just delete it. And I always get forget here. So in the delete part, okay, for now let's add the button and we'll think, right, how we gonna, because when we delete it should be, I'll just add the link, or same link, right? Let's do that. And right now, I mean, we can make the page, right, and which page can handle the delete, but can we just do it you know, without the page also? Yeah, I don't remember that. Okay, so let's do delete. For now I will just keep it blank, right here. I mean, we can add the ID. So let me think. This page I will change color to maybe red. Okay, and padding, make it padding x-axis 4, right, and y-axis maybe 2, and rounded maybe MD maybe. So BG red 400. So we will figure out, okay, what gonna happen, right? We need to add the ID. I know that one. We're gonna need the ID, but we'll see how it works. Okay, delete. So let's. I just don't want to think, right? Okay. Sometimes. Now let's go to the home page, right? And we should see that page. Delete. Okay. See that? Yeah, this looks nice, right? But it's not in the center. So remember, we have the class. We have used the flex, right? We can make it item center also here, and that will make it in the center. Yeah, and you can give a gap, so that gap will come from, you know, we can just add it within our child here, right? So even here you can do the, you know, flex and then give a gap of maybe 2 and see what happens. Okay, so we got something there. So when we click this edit, it will give me right now just localhost 3000 slash that ID, right? And okay, so just leave it for now. We will talk about delete later. Okay, so we're done with this part now, right? So next part, what is here now? Let me see. So we have display topic done. We added all the, you know, like buttons for edit and delete. So next part is add content, right? Add topics. Okay, so let's go to that function now. Let's think about add topics. So close this. So here, this is the function add topic, right? Okay, so there will be a lot of HTML. I mean, not a lot, right? I mean, only we have title and what do you call that? Title. We have just the title, right? And the description to add. But you know, we're gonna use ChatGPT to help us, right? So you guys also sometimes write yourself, but if you understand, you better take the help. What happened? Message. Oh my god, that got issue. So nextjs tailwind css. So we can call it this is our add topic, right? Add topic page. Okay, add topic page, right? So page with page, right, with the form is the form, right? And we can call it title and description field, right? I hope the ChatGPT understand my language, you know. With form and title and description. Okay, with submit button, submit submit button. So this will only give us the like HTML, you know, HTML thing, right? It will not give you the whole logic. Okay, so this is just the HTML, and we will look at now, right? Just see what are we getting back. So that's too much, right? Add topic, fine, it's giving everything. Okay, there is a form, fine. Yeah, so that's it. So I think I will just take this whole thing, right? The problem it did not so let's see, block submit button, right? Submit. So in the input type, right, we have ID, name, class name, right? So it did not add the functionality like handle, submit and all that, right? Add state to handle form. Okay, now it's giving, right? Okay, so I will explain. This is just HTML, but it's okay. So now let's copy this whole thing. That's what we need. Go back to our page, right, and just use that one. Let's see. So now if we look at here, right, add topic function, correct? We have the title, set title, description, set description, and submit button, right? Submit is false, but I think we don't need that one. Handle submit. Okay, so let's start writing some code here. Import, we're gonna need use state, right? Use state, because we are using the use state. Remember that that is empty. I think we handle submit, we don't need this, right? Handle submit, submitted false. So we can write in the logic here, set submitted to true, right? Okay, but even if you don't, it's fine, that will be work, right? Let's leave it. So I will delete all this, right? So when you submit the form, handle submit, right? Here, look at here. The form, to prevent the form to be refreshed, we use prevent default. That is okay. Function add topic, and we have export default here. No, that we don't have. So export default. I think add topic, correct? Add topic. Add topic. So that's the function. We just export it, right? Now we will go and try to understand line by line here. So in here, what you see, just simple div, right, which is some height, and there is something in this, some flex, item center, and all that. Heading 1, right, add topic. You're going to see that heading 1, add topic. Submitted is true, then oh man, form submitted successfully, right? Else, okay, so they added something here, logic, right? Like when submitted is true, then you can display this message, else display this form, empty form, right? So just leave it here now. Const submitted, right? Submitted, and set submitted. Okay, set submitted submitted equal to use state. In the beginning it is false, okay, it will be false, right? And then when you finish, when the data is posted, right, then you can add basically set submitted, make it true, okay, so that it will display that message, right, the form is submitted, something like that. But true, that is done. So let's look at this form first, right, and then we're going to deal with the all these things here. Okay, let's look at the form. So let's go back in our page. Use state from React. Okay, so the thing is, right, we are using the React hook, and remember all the files in the app section is server side rendered, so we cannot, right, we cannot use state here. So that's why we have to convert this to client. So let's do that. Use client. So now this become our general client page, right, like JavaScript client page. Okay, client. So now fine. So if you click on this, right, add topic, we know that page should come here. So let's look at okay, submitted so console log. So there is something error, so there is some console log, and that is what I don't want. Why we get console log here? That is cons, right? And okay, so now we have title and description. You add here and submit. Okay, so that is our page, right? That's too much. I mean, we can change the CSS and all that, but that's all in that page, right now. That is all, right? There is nothing else. So we go to the home page, you get this, right? When you click on add topic, we have this form appearing here. So title and description, you're gonna add something, right? So this is a new topic, okay, and then add some description about this topic, something, right? You can add, right? That's it. Now you submit, and when you submit, it should work, right? So when you submit, what happened now? Remember here, remember guys, remember, see in the form you have this function called handle submit, then you have title, that is what you see in the page, then input, right? So in the div, now this is the first div, right? Inside the div you have input field, text, id, name, there is some class here, right? Some styling, value, look at this value, right? This form, the reason you are getting type, from this value, this is what you're getting from here, the title, because that is title. In the description you're gonna get this, right? Now you are changing this description also automatically on change set title e.target value. You can do it here, or you can write handle change function and write it on the top, what we have done before. Okay, so this is the first input for title. Same thing for the label, same for the description also here. Okay, exact same thing. Okay, and you are setting, when you type something, on change function, on change event, right? This is event, will get that value and it will update our state, set description, right? See that it's just updating the state, done. And there is a button, right? So that's it. So when you click on the button, right, that is submit, type submit button, and when you submit, this function will run, handle submit, right, which is in the form here, right? Form. So this is just the, remember, when the form submits, the state will change for the submitted variable, and form submitted, this message will be appear, right? Just remember that. That's the reason only. There is condition, if true, display this, if false, display the form. So right now it is false, that's why you are seeing the message, you are seeing that form. Okay, but if I can make it true here, true, what gonna happen? See, form submitted successfully. See that? So that's just to add some extra flavor, right? That is all, nothing else. So false, let's make it false here. Yeah, so now we have the data, right? Title and description, we have. So what we can do now, right? So yeah, we can, I think we can, let's see, I think we can just we just add some code here now, right? So I think what we can do, we can even test, right? See if title and description is there or not. We can write some test. If no title, right? Let's see if there is no title or no description, right? Description, then just return it. Okay, then we can maybe write we can just maybe return or just alert it, right? So alert the message, right? So we can say title and description is required, right? So requ I req required. Okay, we got that. And then see, this is the function, so you must return. In that case, you just have to go out, right? Just add the return here. No more further, no going down, right? Done. So if there is title, and if this is true, basically if there is already title, right, then this if will not run. We just have to go down here, and so this function, I think, yeah, we have to now figure out a way to send our data to the database, right? So let's make this async function now. Async. So here we're gonna write now the try catch block, right? Because this is a async, so try and catch block. Catch. So let's call it error, and in the error, what we can do, right? Maybe console log, just console.log error. Okay, this error, right? But here now we have to do some work. So what work we can do? So first const, right? Const. Let's call it response equal to await, and fetch function. Remember fetch, right? Fetch, and this time we have to call our route now, route which is post route. Okay, so it's the same route, right? But only thing is we're going to add some extra parameter there, right, in the object. So that is what we're going to do, and it will figure out the post. Okay, so that will be http, correct, colon / localhost, yeah, colon 3000, right, slash, and that is API slash, and what is the API slash, right? It will be, what is the API name? Topics, right? That is topics, because our post is inside the topics directly, right here. Where is that? Here, see that? Topics. So we must put API slash topics. That must match. Topics. That is our route, right? That is the route, and the only thing we have to do is pass the object here with the header, right? Header property. So inside the header, what are the things we're going to pass? So we can call it const, right? I think const type will be colon, will be, what will be, right? application slash JSON. Okay, that is the first one. So that is the we have to pass one more, right? The method. So that will be method property also, and that will be I think, yeah, post, right? Post. Okay, so that is all we have to pass here. Okay, const, no, not const, right? No, something wrong here. No, I think content type, because content, right? Content type colon application slash JSON. So because this is two name, right? That's why we have to wrap in the quotation mark. That is another part of the how you create property, right, in object, when you have name with a hyphen like that. Application slash JSON. Yeah, I think that should be fine, right? Okay, that is fine. So if that is okay, let's say if this is all okay, right? If this is okay, then we're gonna check if that is let's say there is false, right, in the response. If that is false, then we're gonna maybe just throw the error, right? Or what we're gonna return something. I think what we're gonna do, right? So we did not, we have to pass, we pass the post, we pass the header, right? And we have the data here. Yeah, we need to pass one more thing, that is body with the data, right? So that body will be holding all the data, so that will be JSON So we have to make comma here. Okay, the next property will be body JSON, and you have to stringify when you're sending the data. Dot stringify, and then you send it like a one object, right? So that will be title comma description. Good. Okay, so now this function is fine, everything is okay, looks okay. We have post method, so in this route it will automatically look for the method post. Header application is JSON, and the body, in the body we are sending the data right here, so it will take care of everything. Okay, now if that is false, if something goes wrong, we just gonna throw the error, right? So, or I think if that is true, let's do one thing, right? Not throw like this, but let's say if that is true, if everything okay, then we're gonna refresh the page, or maybe go to the display, or maybe home page, right? So to change the route from here, we must get something right from the next route. So that will be import the hook, use router, use router, right? From, so always remember, this is the old one, next router is old one, right? Now is use router going to navigation, next navigation. Okay, always make sure you have navigation, this one. And then inside here, right, you can say const, you just execute that use router function, so that you can use that one somewhere, right? Router const router equal to use router, guys. Fine. So that is use router now, use router, right? And yeah, so after we have the use router, we can use this to route, to change the route, right? So if everything is okay, that is true, right? Then we just say router dot maybe push, just push, right? We can use a push method, I think. Yeah, let's push, right? So the push method, there is push method in the router, right? And that will basically send where you want to send, which route you want to go, right? So I want to go to the root route. Okay, so I think that will be, that is fine, right? So if we have if here, if I mean also we can add else, right? If there is mistake, what we're gonna do now? So throw, maybe just throw the new error, right? So we can call it throw, throw new error, right? And the error will be failed to create the topic, right? Something like that, fail to create the topic. Yeah, so hopefully that should work now, right? That is all, and then this will change, right? After all this happens, after here, the if everything goes success, set submitted to true, and when it changed to true, remember, when the state change, the UI will automatically update, right? So let's try now, let's do that. Okay guys, finger crossed, and let's add the topic. So this is the new topic from form, and this is from hope you all enjoy today class, right? Class, just let me know, okay, if not, right? And then submit. Okay, form submitted successfully. So now, right, let's go to the home page and see if everything is there. And it did not, right? It did not. So if you go to the topic, it did not refresh, right? So we're just still getting the old one, old data, right? Why? So let's check the JSON file, our what you call that, MongoDB, right? Mongo. So I think we will stop here itself, guys. But anyway, let's check, let's make sure this work, and then we're gonna complete this tomorrow. No, why sign up? Oh, sign in, just sign in, So if you go to the this is the one, right? So let's go to the browse collection and see if there is. So that's the topic. We are in the topic now, right? Topic, yeah. So there is only two topic. Okay, okay, did not add. Why? So everything looks okay. It did not add, you know. We have only two topics. That's what we're getting, right? Okay, what might be the error? Let's see. So let's go to the because that was the client page, right? So let's check in our, I mean, it's gone, you know. So add topic, let's go to the inspect page and we're going to check the console, right? So let's do that. This is topic 3. Just, you know, rewrite, submit. So it giving post. Okay, so localhost 3000 API topics, right? So post method did not resolve. Okay, so there is something wrong with that post, right? So let's check that one quickly here. So now so that is http colon local oh guys, my guides here, localhost 3000. Here was the spelling mistake, right? localhost 3000 API topics, and then yeah. Okay, now let's try. Let's try. But I don't know how this this pass, right? Pass the test. God, it will give the error, you know. It will throw the error here. Oh yeah, we're getting error here, right, in the console. Of course we're getting, but okay. So add topic now. Go to the add topic. Why not? So from here I cannot add topic. It's just not. Oh, okay. So the thing is, when you click on add topic, right? When you click on add topic, it is not changing to back to the form, right? Okay, you have to go to the main page, but we can manage to change that one. When you click on that one, on click, it should also change that to false. So let's add now, right? So this is topic 3, and yes, topic 3 again. Try submit, and we went here and there is no error, so it did not display, right? So go back here. Okay, so it display, right? It display, but it did not refresh basically it did not just do it in the same time, right? Even we went to the main page, it just did not fetch the new data, right? So what we can do is push to, we can add refresh. I think there is a router dot refresh, right? So it will just refresh the page automatically, and I think we should get it, right? So yeah, so add topic. So there is some warning with whatever error is here, but let's ignore that as long as it's working for now. Topic 4, and yes, this should work, right? Okay, yeah. So now it refreshes and we have the data, right, correctly getting here. Okay guys, so it's you know, we just did step by step what we have done, right? We did the navbar, then we learn how to get data, correct? and we learn how to post data, all that, right? Tomorrow we'll just do it, edit and delete functionality, okay, and then complete this project. I mean it will take maybe 1 more hour, right? I believe, yeah. So we'll just go through it tomorrow and try to finish it. Okay, guys, any question? I'll stop the recording.